You can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The Beat Majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, Dough Chasers? This is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches, and you are watching another episode of Dough Chaser TV. Tonight, we're going to be talking about why you should think twice before paying collections and charge-offs. Before I get started, I want to give you all a heads up about our processes over here. I need you to keep in mind that we are running a business, and sometimes we may get off schedule, but we do like to keep our promises, okay? We're supposed to be live 30, 45 minutes ago, but things happen, but we are here. So please do not judge us too harshly. We did make it, and we're going to be sharing information to you for free. So keep that in mind as well, too. I appreciate that. That's going to help you, one, reshape your mentality, okay? It's all about obtaining that dough chaser mentality. And two, it's going to help you transcend financially. And in particular, we're talking about credit. I know you all love when I talk about credit. So we're going to get into strategy and some things that you probably shouldn't do prematurely. All right. So as you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. See, we got activity on IG. We got activity on YouTube, and soon to have activity on Facebook. Facebook is always playing me. If you're watching me right now and you're part of my Facebook family, please do better. Be more consistent. I appreciate that. All right. I still love you. Don't get me wrong. All right. So again, my name is Jason White. Been helping people improve their finances and boost their credit scores since 2013. It's been a long journey, but I'm still here, and thank God that I'm still here helping people. And the goal is to help as many people as possible. And I do that for two reasons. One, I feel good about myself. I feel real good about my life. I feel real good about what I'm doing. And two, I feel like the more people that I help, ultimately, I'm going to guilt you into helping me. All right. I'm just keeping it real. So my goal is to provide you with information that you're going to be like, dang, I never thought about it that way. This dude is really changing my life. Maybe I do need some help. And instead of you signing up with the other man, you sign up with the brother man. All right. So we got Gerald Dickerson. How you doing, man? Great supporter of mine. I appreciate you. We got Cliff Peters, straight out of LA. I believe the weather over there is beautiful. Shout out to you. We got a few people on IG. Let me know where you are, where you're from, who you are, and where you're from. Jane Cook, how you doing? Love the name. I actually know a Jane. She was a very wonderful person. Helped me out tremendously while I was in school. Rest in peace. Anyway, we are talking about credit today, okay? And a lot of you, when you are looking to improve your credit, you are, finding strategies via Google. You're finding strategies that family members may tell you about, and you're trying to execute them, right? And a lot of times you have to be careful on what kind of strategies you're implementing, because it can ultimately end up hurting you more than it helps you, all right? And I just want to make sure that you all have the right information when it comes to repairing your credit before you end up hurting yourself and making your credit worse. Because ultimately, you want to bust a move. You want to buy a house. You want to buy a new car. You want to refinance bad debt. Or you may just want to be prepared for whatever life may bring your way. And you're looking to improve your credit, not hurt your credit. And if you're not careful, you can end up shooting yourself in the foot and putting your credit score in a worse predicament. All right. So here's the situation. You have collection accounts on your credit report, meaning that with the original creditor, you never paid the bill. They sold that debt or assigned that debt to a debt collector, and now it's reporting on your credit report as the collection account, okay? Debt collectors are calling you 24/7 trying to get that money, and it's still hurting your credit score, And you may also have charged off accounts on your credit report, which are accounts that, let's say you have a credit card that you never paid with a $3,000 balance. The company writes it off and then they sell that debt. However, the original creditor is showing it as a charged off account. Both of these kind of accounts on your credit report has a huge impact on your credit score. All right. And typically within, a 36-month time frame, from this day, 36 months ago, that information has a huge impact on your credit score. And what I like to tell our clients and people of our community is focus on those accounts first, because if you can get those accounts repaired or removed from your credit report, you will see a tremendous increase with your credit score. All right. So the thing is, you're looking to bust the move. You're looking to paying those accounts. And before you do so, let me tell you these three particular things, okay? And disclaimer, I'm not saying that you should not pay your debts. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, instead of you going hard nose into the strategy that you may have, I'm saying, hold up. Let's think twice about this, and let's make sure that we do this the correct way. All right? Type 1 if you understand that. I'm not saying don't pay your debts. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying hold up and let's think twice about this to make sure we're doing this the correct way. Type 1 if you understand that. Type 2 if you don't understand at all. And I need to throw a book at you. No, I'm just playing. Let me look at the comments really quick. Jane Cook in Indiana. Queen Sean 17. Collection, I have to pay them off only because I'm trying to buy a house. I'm from Florida. If I don't pay them off, will not be buying that house. I've tried to dispute them already. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Okay, so we got some ones. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so let's dive into it. All right, so how many of you understand that by paying a collection on your credit report does not help your credit? A paid collection is just as bad as an unpaid collection. They have the same negative impact on your credit score. All right. And if I'm talking over your head, let me know. Let me know if I need to re-explain anything. Okay. If your strategy, okay, Queen Sean, I'm talking to you specifically. If your strategy, if you feel like, you know what, I want to buy this house, it's on my credit report, I need to get it removed, I'm just going to pay this account. I need you to understand that a collection account that is adjusted to a paid status still has the same negative impact as an unpaid collection account. That means that it won't improve your credit, and 99% of the time, it will remain on your credit report. So the last thing that I want you to do is, you have a $700 collection account on your credit report, you pay it, and you expect some kind of good benefit from it, and then it does nothing to help you. I would hate for that to happen to you, okay? And what I want, Jane Cook says she learned the hard way. Hey, what's that song? Okay, I'm not gonna change the subject. I'm sorry. I'm little ADHD, whatever they call it. Anyway, we want to be careful with going in and trying to pay collections, because if you are looking to improve your credit and you go in to pay that collection account that's reporting on your credit report, it will adjust to a paid status. However, it's going to have the same negative impact on your credit score. All right. Now, if you are someone and you're wondering, Jason, okay, if you don't recommend that I do that, what should I do? I will share that with you. Okay. I'm going to give you some free game today. All right. Just be patient with me. All right. Just be patient. We got a lot of points we got to go over. Okay. So a paid status has the same negative impact as an unpaid status. Take note of that, okay? Second thing, charged off accounts on your credit report. If you were to pay those accounts, okay, a lot of people feel like if I pay this, then, it's going to get removed off my credit report and it's going to help me. Or if I pay this, I don't have to worry about it hurt my credit score because now it's paid. Well, the thing is, because it's already in a negative status, the worst negative status, what's going to happen is by paying a charged off account, if you're not strategic with the activity, you could re-age that account. Okay. For example, Let's say that, and I'm going to make this math easy, okay? So these dates are going to seem very old, but let's say in the year 2000, okay, you had an account, a credit card that went into a charged off status, all right? And in 2005, you said, you know what, I'm going to pay this account because it's showing off as a charged off on my credit report, and I need it to show paid. You pay that account. What happens is that account reopens as a paid charged off, okay? And because it's in a negative status, and because the last date of activity is now adjusted to 2005, okay, stay with me. Because it's adjusted, your date of last activity is now shortened. Okay, that means that it has a big impact on your credit score. That means that negative account was just re-aged to a more recent derogatory account. Type 1 if you understand that. By you paying a charged off account 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road, and that account being adjusted to a paid charged off account, you're now re-aging that to look like a more recent derogatory account, and that's going to cause your credit score to drop again. What's the point in paying something to fix your credit and it does the opposite? Mercury Graham said, yeah, we don't want that. No, we don't. We do not want that. And the last thing that I want, you see how I did that? The last thing I want for you is to use your hard-earned money to try to fix a mistake that you made in the past just for it to bite you in the ass again. All right, bit you in the ass once, right? You learn your lesson. We're trying to move forward. You go in to pay it, and then it bites you in the butt again. That would suck, especially if you're only a few points away from getting qualified for a mortgage. Imagine being at a 640 and your mortgage provider says, we need you to get to a 650 and we can approve you. And you go in and pay a charged off account and that drops your credit score 50, 75 points. Oh my goodness. We get calls every day of people making these payments and their credit score drops crazy amounts of points and they want us to perform a miracle. I mean, sometimes we're able to, work some magic, but it's not that likely. And that sucks. Okay? So what I'm saying is don't not pay it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying don't pay your debts. What I'm saying is think twice before you go with that initial strategy. That's what I'm saying. Right? So yeah, Jane Cook said it also starts the time over, right? So yeah, what I mean by re-aging is every 7 years and 180 days from the date of last activity, your derogatory accounts fall off your credit report automatically, okay? By you going in and paying an old charged off account, one, you re-age the derogatory account, so now it seems like a more recent derogatory, but because you re-aged it, now you have to wait another 7 years and 180 days for it to get removed automatically. Hustling backwards. Don't do it that way. All right? And the third reason you should think twice about paying collections and charge-offs is you pay it and it doesn't get removed. It's a failure to remove the account, all right? In order for it to actually help you, you have to get the account removed from your credit report. By them updating the status to a paid charged off or to a paid collection, that is still a derogatory account and does nothing to help your credit score. First reason you should think twice about paying collections and charge-offs. A paid collection is just as bad as unpaid collection. Second reason, you may re-age the account, meaning that an old account now seems like a more recent derogatory, which reduces your credit score. And then lastly, you're ultimately paying to get it removed. And if you're not doing this the correct way, you paying that account and them updating the derogatory status, instead of getting it removed, hustling backwards. You played yourself. And at the end of the day, we don't want that. We want you to get results. We want you to see your credit score go like this. Hold on, let me do this right. We want your credit score to go like this, right? Not like, okay? So when it comes to repairing your credit, which is basically the removal of derogatory information off your credit report, it involves strategy, okay? And not just by finding a strategy on Google, or your neighbor's cousin's little brother, sister, who didn't pass the 10th grade. We need you to get strategies that actually will result in you getting great results and are also legal, okay? So, Jason, what should I do when paying collections and charge-offs? What you should do is, let me write this down. First, when it comes, I got a thumbs down. I think somebody didn't pass the 10th grade. I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. All right. What you should do is you should first, before you pay any collection accounts, you should request validation. Okay? You want to validate before you, I'm trying to rhyme that word. Before you want to validate before you compensate. There we go. So before you pay any collection company, you want to basically have them prove to you that they have the legal authorization to collect payments on this account to satisfy it, okay? And basically that validation, they need a proof of contract, and that contract, it needs to have some kind of assignment clause, and they also need to have a proof of sale between themselves and the original creditor. Basis of the validation letter. If they can't provide any of that information, then I wouldn't feel comfortable paying anybody. And I would recommend that you keep your money. And if they can't provide that information, failure to validate a debt means that they cannot, if they can't prove it, they must remove it, okay? A lot of times people, instead of requesting validation on collection accounts, they go on and pay it, and they end up shooting themselves in the foot because paid collection is just as bad as unpaid collection, and it doesn't get removed off the credit report. But if you go in and validate the debt first, at least you have understanding that this is the right company I should be paying for this debt. Okay, so that's the first step. Second thing is either with the original creditor or the debt collector, you want to negotiate a payment for deletion. Okay, I will pay you 25% of this account. In return, you remove this from my credit report. And how we do this is not over the phone. We want to do this in writing, okay? And a lot of times, the first letter that you send them, they won't approve it. The second letter that you send them, they probably won't approve it. But you have to be persistent, okay? I will continue to negotiate until you get the terms that you want, and eventually they do give in, okay? I would say about 70% of the time, you can negotiate something, okay? But you want to negotiate that in writing. And then lastly, if none of that works out for you, what I would do is I would report their ass to government entities, okay? For example, the Federal Trade Commission, your state attorney general. What's the other one? No. I can't think of the other one. There's another company. I can't think of it. When it comes to my when I remember it, I'll let you know. But basically, you want to follow those steps, okay? And before you pay anything, you want to validate, negotiate, and if that doesn't work out, report their ass, okay? And ultimately, working those strategies, that will help you get some of these accounts to remove from your credit report. And, just to throw something in there, you also want to research your state statute of limitations. Oftentimes, like in the state of California, after 4 years, your debt expires, right? Now, don't hold me on that. I don't live in California, but last time I checked, I was the man in these streets. No, I'm just playing. Last time I checked, in the state of California, after 4 years, debt expires and you're no longer legally responsible. And sometimes you can negotiate that in a payment for deletion request. Hey, I understand that this debt has expired through the statute of limitations. However, I'm looking to rectify this debt. And though I'm not legally responsible for paying this, I would still like to offer a 25% negotiation in return that you remove this from my credit report out of good faith. And you want to do that in writing. Okay. Let me see here, man. So, Jane Cook, make a deal with collection company. You will pay if they remove the debt, period, is what I've been told if you're going to pay the debt. If the company writes it off, can they still sell it to a collection company? Yes, they can. Do you submit payment for deletions? Yes, on our client's behalf, we do submit payment for deletions. That's a particular strategy that we implement, towards the 3 to 4 month mark. Once our clients request that, that's something that we got to make sure that everybody is on the same page with, because we're not going to request the payment for deletion if that's not within your budget. What's up, Muriel? How you doing? Sneaky 25, nothing was removed from my account but 3 inquiries when I had your services. Sorry to hear that. We do offer money back guarantees. However, the guarantee is if we can't remove anything, we'll give you your money back over 90 days. Unfortunately, we did help you get some kind of results, but, I would definitely be open to looking into your account to see, what we couldn't do or what we failed to do. And to see if it was our fault or yours, and have that open conversation. Whoever you are, please send me an email, jason@witnessriches.com. Would definitely be interested in looking into that a little further for you. All right, Larry Rubin, collection agency tried to collect twice. I paid, and another agency tried to collect a paid account. Well, yeah, you got to understand that debt collectors are janky. Not all of them, but 90% of them are janky. And what happens is if you don't validate the debt, you can end up paying the wrong company. Okay? What happens is a lot of creditors, they will write your debt off and they will have, let's say, $1,000 account. Okay? Now, they need to make some kind of money off of you, right? And they can't get it from you directly, so they're going to get it from you indirectly by selling your account to another company for pennies on the dollar. Now, there's a lot of different things that go behind the scenes, and sometimes you may not even be liable to pay in that if you don't, if you follow the right steps. But we're not going to get into that right now. But anyway, they basically sell your information on a spreadsheet, right? And your information can be sold multiple times between different companies. So one company can sell your debt to a debt collector. That debt collector can also sell your debt to another debt collector, and if they're janky, they'll probably sell it to 3 debt collectors. So the thing that you have to do is you have to validate the debt before you pay anything. Otherwise, you can end up paying anyone for a debt that you may not even owe. Debt validation is critical. But yeah, with the other company, I would definitely request debt validation and for them to remove you from their calling list until they can do so. I would do that in writing, okay? All right, so the 3 things that you should consider that should cause you to reconsider paying your collection accounts and charge-off accounts is by you paying a collection account, it's just as bad as unpaid collection, okay? So that's 1. 2, by you paying a charged-off account could re-age that charged-off account to be a more recent derogatory, which could cause your account, your credit report, your credit score to drop tremendously because an old derogatory is now a new derogatory, okay? And lastly, if you were to pay these companies without first negotiating some kind of payment for deletion, it won't be removed from your credit report. So it's like a waste of money, right? And who is working their ass off to improve the credit just for it to drop or not improve at all? Okay? So be careful. Be strategic with your moves. We have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. If you're on IG, click the link in my bio. You can check out my YouTube channel. A lot of information out there for those of you who are looking to repair your credit, but you don't want to sign up for a service. You don't have to sign up for our service. We have information that will help you. But for those of you who are interested in working with human beings who are looking out for your best interests, feel free to learn more about our program. I'm going to provide the link. I got a good question. Muriel asks, what if they sue you? Should you pay? If they sue you, make sure you get a lawyer and go to court, okay? Because a lot of times they can't prove it. And what they expect, this is what debt collectors expect. They send you, they basically sue you. You get the letter saying, hey, here's your court date. And 99% of the people don't show up to court. So they expect you not to show up to court. That means that they win automatically. By you showing up to court and having a lawyer basically requesting debt validation in the courtroom, 99% of the time, they probably won't even have the paperwork. And your case will be dropped. But people don't show up. However, if you do get sued and you don't show up and they win by default, yes, you are liable to paying that debt. Otherwise, they're going to look into garnishing your paycheck. And nobody wants to pay 25% of the paycheck on anything to anybody, right? If you are sued and they won, I would definitely negotiate some kind of arrangement. They are more than willing to doing that and make it affordable for yourself, okay? But at that point, yes, you do have to pay that because, that's the legal system, okay? Anyway, Larry Rubin, he said, I ignored the scammers. Thanks always for the great info. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me provide you all with these links, okay? Instagram, if you are interested in working with us and you would like more information about our credit repair program, feel free to send me a direct message and I'll get that information out to you. That won't be a problem. For YouTube and Facebook, the information will be provided in the comment area of this video. Let me get that for you real quick. And also, if you are someone where you like more coaching on your credit repair efforts, we do offer our DIY courses in Transcend Financial Academy. You can actually enroll for $19.99 a month. It's a month-to-month service. If you want to keep it for 2-3 months, you can do so and cancel the 4th month. That's totally up to you. That information is provided in the comment area of this video as well. Feel free to check that out. I just got a private note here. Let me see what it says. Oh yeah, just want to let you all know that we are live every Tuesday and Thursday. So this Thursday we're going to be live. We're going to try to be live around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Worst case scenario, it'll be around 8 o'clock. And this Thursday we are having a giveaway. You see this t-shirt I got on? It says Credit Champion. Credit Champion? Yeah. You're going to have a chance to win a free t-shirt. Every Thursday, we give away some free stuff. Last week, we gave away some free stuff. This week, we're going to give away some free stuff. So make sure you join me Thursday and, join me again and have an opportunity to win some free stuff, okay? So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Again, it's been an honor. It's been a great one. Thank you for the opportunity to have a platform and share information with you all. I appreciate you. Now go focus on your family, kiss your babies, and get some rest. I'm out. I always wanted to do that. I got a question at the end.